Arizona Diamondbacks. So Trevor Cahill set to go. So is Felipe Lopez, and so are we. The first pitch of the ball game, the A's and the D-backs, and that is just a bit off the plate.
First pitch, 7:08.
So 7:08 first pitch here at the Coliseum. It's a cool night and it's breezy. Did Dick Callahan say 50 degrees? I believe he did. Wow.
It's not that cold.
I didn't think so, but it is a little bit chilly.
It's almost 80 over the hill.
The key phrase there, over the hill. 2-0 to Felipe Lopez. That's a strike.
James Hoyle, the home plate umpire. Trevor Cahill needs for him to be a low strike umpire. Keep the pitch down and hopefully get some ground ball outs like that.
Adam Kennedy, couple steps to his right, and that's the first out of the ball game. Felipe Lopez is out 4-3.
Batting in second position, left fielder, number 9, Gerardo Parra.
Gerardo Parra will step in. The left fielder just called up from the minor leagues.
First game, first at bat, home run, first hit.
Yeah, how about that?
100th player to do it, which is incredible.
And he was called up from Double-A. The Diamondbacks, all in all this year, have struggled. 17-24. 8-9 on the road, 9-15 at home. But recently, playing a little bit better. They've won 4 out of their last 5. Right at Ryan Sweeney, and that's the second out here in the first.
Well, good to see the A's back at the Coliseum. The
right fielder,
home white uniforms in Clay Wood's beautiful field. We say that. I mean, hopefully we're saying in August and September, which I doubt because football will start. But we get to enjoy it right now. It is a great playing field, and Clay has it looking absolutely beautiful. Not surprised.
We're spoiled.
Yeah. Players are too, because they realize it's a good yard and ground balls, a nice field to handle the ground balls.
Justin Upton is the right fielder. We just saw a lot of his brother B.J. Upton with the Rays. This is Justin. Bouncer towards short. Cabrera has it, flips it across. A very nice 1-2-3 inning for Trevor Cahill. Bottom of the first coming up. No score from the Coliseum.
Hi, this is Jason John. Hi, this is Jack Frost. Hi, this is Matt Holliday. Hi, this is Charles Sweeney. Welcome to the Coliseum. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
So that is your Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk game time weather. So the A's come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. And they are facing young man by the name of Billy Buckner. And Buckner's first pitch is a strike. So Orlando Cabrera hitting out of the leadoff spot again tonight. 242 with a couple of home runs. We'll give you the rest of the Athletics lineup in just a moment. So 1-2 as Cabrera went around.
As we always say, 13th season interleague play, scatter reports and video from Adam Road. Very important interleague play. And of course, the A's and Diamondbacks meet during spring training at least once. But doesn't mean you're going to see the players, especially the pitchers. So you need to get the scatter reports. They know that guy, Dan Heron, as we all do. Big trade to the Diamondbacks after the A's got him from St. Louis.
Interleague play has been good to the Athletics. Second best record in the major leagues. Just a shade behind the Yankees.
Well, the early 2000s when the A's just unbelievable record. I think the Central one year it seemed like they won every game against the Central.
Cabrera, a little flare, and Lopez gets back and makes the catch. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the A's lineup. It's brought to you by McDonald's. You saw Cabrera, then it will be Kurt Suzuki, Jack Pest, Matt Holliday, Jason Giambi, and Nomar Garciaparra. So the power in the middle of the order at full strength tonight. Adam Kennedy at second, Ryan Sweeney in center, and Jack Hanahan will play third base. Parra, Young, Upton in the outfield for the Diamondbacks. Ojeda, Drew, Lopez, Reynolds the infield. Chris Snyder does the catching for 25-year-old Billy Buckner, who just called up to make tonight's start.
Does that mean he leaves after tonight's start? Goes back?
For his sake, I hope not. But when you call a guy up to make a start, that is a possibility.
Well, so saying goes, you make the best of it when you get a chance. Of course, he pitched for Kansas City, drafted by the Royals. Traded to the Diamondbacks for Galespo, who we've already seen with the Royals.
And Kurt Suzuki on 3 pitches strikes out, so that's 2 outs here in the first.
Batting in third position.
Suzuki shaking his head, talking to Matt Holliday as he goes back to the dugout about Billy Buckner. Not that Billy Buckner that played first base for the Dodgers and the Red Sox. 4th game, elevated ERA. This is his first start for the D-backs. Sinker, slider, kind of a curve and change up. Not really overpowered, about 90 miles per hour with the fastball. And pretty good location, as he's already shown.
Buckner made 3 relief appearances at the beginning of the season for the Diamondbacks, and then was sent to AAA Reno. He made 5 starts down there. His last one was on Sunday, so he's pitching on his normal 4 days rest, but he's in the big leagues. Originally, the Royals took him. There's the trade Ray mentioned.
And it is strange to hear you say AAA Reno. That is new. Effective this year, they built a new stadium. Reno was a Class A affiliate, the Cleveland Indians back in the 60s. That was my first full year of professional baseball playing in Reno. I think the Padres went in there also, but Moana Stadium. Yeah, Reno, Nevada, the biggest little city in the world.
Yeah. And then they did not have minor league baseball for a while, but AAA. And I believe they replaced Tucson. Is that correct? So Tucson does not have a minor league team anymore. And that's strange because I know they had a minor league team for many years.
And Tucson may be very close to not having any professional baseball, as the Rockies and the Diamondbacks are in Tucson. And there is talk that they will share a facility in the Valley, which means that all 15 teams will be located in the Valley of the Sun.
You almost get the feeling that it's inevitable.
I don't think there's any doubt, really.
3-2 to Jack Cust. Swing and a miss. So pretty good first inning for Billy Buckner and Trevor Cahill. Buckner with a couple of strikeouts. On to the second, no score. The A's and the D-backs. Trevor Cahill had a very nice first inning, a couple of ground ball outs and a fly ball. Drew, Reynolds, and Montero. There's a strike. Stephen Drew hitting in the cleanup spot. He has really struggled this year, spent some time on the disabled list. Diamondbacks offense has struggled pretty much the whole year. Out of the 16 teams in the National League, they are 14th in the league in runs scored. They do hit a lot of home runs. And they strike out a lot.
Kirk Gibson, the bench coach under Bob Melvin, and he was retained. AJ.
Good pitch there by Trevor Cahill. Well, tonight in our telecast, we want to get our viewers involved, and they can do so by emailing their question to that address. Email us at askrayandglenn@comcastsportsnet.com. Send your question, and we'll do our best to answer all the questions tonight during the game. You can ask us a situational question at what's going on in the game. You can ask us rules, which we'll do our best to answer. Or you can have some fun with us as well, whatever you want to do. You saw the website. So send your emails, and again, Ray and I will answer them. Can't criticize us, though, then we won't answer. You got to be nice.
Well, don't ask us right now. Is either team going to get a hit tonight?
because the way these two guys are throwing, we won't be able to give you a straight answer. Two quick outs here, and Miguel Montero, the designated hitter. He is the backup catcher for the Diamondbacks.
And so for some of the National League players, DHing is a first. That is, if they've played in true National League parks and go interleague. Of course, spring training, get a chance to DH or some minor league parks, but Nomar has. He's played for the Dodgers, Cubs, and of course the Red Sox.
High fly ball, right center. It's going to be the center fielder Ryan Sweeney who takes care of it. 6 up, 6 down for Trevor Cahill. No score, bottom of the second coming up. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Comcast HD, with more HD than anyone, period. No score, A's and the D-backs. Bottom of the second inning. Remember, if you have any questions you want us to answer on the air tonight, email those questions to AskRayandGlenn at ComcastSportsnet.com. As they used to say, operators are standing by. Matt Holliday steps in, and Holliday drives one left center field and deep, and that baby's way out of here. First pitch swinging, Matt Holliday gives the A's a 1-0 lead. He was pretty good against the NL West in his career.
Well, I was just going to say that familiarity. He talked about coming to the American League for the first time. And sure, there are some pitchers he's faced in the National League, now in the American League, but definitely as he faces the National League West, all 18 games will come against the West, teams that, there's the Rockies he played for 5 years, the other teams he faced. So the first hit of the game and the first pitch to Matt Holliday is a long one.
Well, you saw where that ball landed. Jason Giambi, a line drive, and that's a base hit. Drops in front of Chris Young.
Matt Holliday, scoreboard showed an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Snyder wanted it down. It was up, and it was gone. No doubt about it. And Matt Holliday, well, he crushes the ball. And what a display puts on in spring training. Great extension, follow through, release the top hand, and listen. Way back.
So Nomar Garciaparra and hits it off his foot. Can you believe that? I hope he's all right. Right, watching that Holliday swing. You know, we've talked about this quite a few times. How power hitters like to get their arms extended. Is that a perfect example of what? Look at that.
Absolutely.
Ball out over the plate, and most power hitters like the ball out over the plate.
Middle plate away, especially strong as Matt Holliday is to be able to pull a pitch to left center.
Oh, 0-1 to Garciaparra. Toward right, where Justin Upton goes back, and he's got it. But where that ball landed, Matt Holliday doing batting practice, he'll hit, and I'm not exaggerating, 20 to 25 balls up there, and some significantly further than that. The windows in the luxury suites on Mount Davis are in play when Matt Holliday takes batting practice. He puts on an unbelievable show.
Well, and Steve Vucinich's budget for baseball is on display as well. Because they hit Pearl with brand new baseballs for batting practice, and Matt Holliday loses a few in the stands. It's kind of funny to see Steve Vucinich on the road when he's up in the stands collecting all the baseballs. No.
Booze.
But one time they used to send kids up before the gates open. Get all the home runs, and his kids would be running around.
Well, how many? I mean, think about how many baseballs get hit into the stands during batting practice. 40, 50?
Oh,
maybe more. Probably more.
I would say more, because you've got coaches throwing batting practice. They're not, and they're throwing, and I may be giving them credit for throwing the ball 70, 80 miles an hour, but probably not. But just try to get the swing, get the hitters ready. He's hit one in the stands for real.
Oh boy, what a terrific addition he has been. 386 average for Kennedy with that one home run. He's been a base hit machine for the Athletics. He's got 11 hits in his last 22 at bats.
This is a good pitch. He may find the hole on the right side. Jason being held at first base. Try it.
Yes.
Get that uppercut. He's got the perfect swing for it. And he really doesn't have to change much. Some hitters, when they have a runner at first, when this huge hole that's created because the second baseman playing close to the bag, first baseman holding the runner. So it's a perfect hole to shoot, and it's a question with Upton playing in right field, pretty good arm, whether Jason would be able to go to third.
Line drive to left, and Parra makes a nice running catch. Giambi hustles back to first. So another good at-bat by Kennedy, a line drive out. 2 outs, and let's check out our leaderboard. It's brought to you by Firestone. Has to do with Adam Kennedy. His AL ranks since May 9th. That's when he made his debut with the Athletics. How about that? 7th best batting average in the American League since he came to the A's, 386. 6 most hits. So indeed, he's been a nice addition. Got him from the Rays. Giambi still at first. Matt Holliday homered to lead off this inning. That is the run in the game. 1-0 Athletics. Ryan Sweeney, after a little bit of a cold streak, has started to swing the bat better. He had a pretty good series in Tampa Bay, 4 for 11 with a couple of RBIs. Did a few good things defensively as well.
But probably a lot happier if he has to dive on this nice, soft, real grass.
He was all bandaged up today.
Goodness. It's a wonder why players playing on the artificial surface don't dive.
Parr goes back, spins around. He's got it side retired. Matt Holliday, a long home run, his 6th of the year. And that has given the A's a 1-0 lead. We're headed to the 3rd, the A's and the D-backs. Watch the shot by Holliday. So far, 6 up, 6 down with a strikeout. As he faces Snyder, Ojeda, and Young, the bottom 3 in the Diamondbacks lineup. Diamondbacks missing a couple hitters. Connor Jackson, who's their regular first base, plays some outfield. He's a pretty good hitter. He's not playing. He's on the disabled list.
Valley fever and pneumonia.
Ooh. Tony Clark, the veteran good hitter off the bench, he's on the disabled list. And of course, Brandon Webb, the Cy Young Award winner, is also on the disabled list. No Eric Burns tonight in the lineup.
Said he should be playing the next couple of days as the A's will go out a left-hander.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Cust has to get over to cut it off. So Chris Snyder got any hitters count at 3-1 and got a base hit. So that's the first hit of the ball game for Arizona. Arizona has a team 234 batting average.
3-1 fastball outside corner. Good hitting by Chris Snyder to go to right field. 2-1 count to Lopez and a 1-2 count to Drew. That's it. I mean, not a lot of pitches thrown first 6 hitters, but for Cahill in this half inning, key for him is to get ahead, and that's always what a pitcher tries to do, throw first pitch strikes.
Augie Ojeda, the third baseman, a utility infielder for the Diamondbacks, bounces this one. Kennedy, a long way to his left, gets the out at second base. So fielder's choice, Ojeda aboard.
Good play by the veteran second baseman. That would have been an easy play just to throw to first to get the sure out. But Kennedy, realizing, want to try to get the lead runner, and Chris Snyder, about 6'4", good-sized catcher. So Kennedy looked to first, decided had plenty of time to throw to Cabrera at second and get Snyder.
Hey, Ray, we got some emails.
Hey.
You ready?
You got a whole stack.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to even do anything about the game or just talk emails?
Yeah, we're going to do both. We're going to multitask.
You need a bigger font on that?
My eyes are getting bad.
Gosh.
We got an email from Tim Thornton, and it's pretty basic, and we're going to help him out. How do you figure out the pitcher's ERA, earned run average?
BI? Where's BI?
BI's working. Well, you know what, Tim? It's pretty simple. You got to have the numbers in front of you. Hit hard, just foul. Take earned runs, multiply it by 9. Earned runs times 9, and then take the number you get there and divide it by innings pitched. Is that right? Yep. Take the earned runs, multiply it by 9, and then that number divided by the amount innings pitched. And that will give you the earned run average.
The amount of innings that the pitcher's pitched, not the whole team.
Yeah, the pitcher.
But you can.
I guess you could do
a team that way, yeah.
But that's how you get earned run average.
Well, that's one down. Nice going, Kai. Did you know that, or was it written down for you?
No, I had somebody get that information for me.
Right?
I did know that one. I'm trying to get ahead because I'm sure there's going to be a bunch that I don't know.
Well, let's throw those away.
Chris Young, young center fielder, lots of talent, but really struggling this year. 167.
It is surprising. Young man is a very good player. The Diamondbacks world champs 2001, 2007, or actually last year, played well.
Something
went to postseason in 2007, 2008, supposed to go even farther than that. But then fell apart towards the end. And
well, this young man was, many people felt, on the verge of stardom after what he did the last 2 years. In 2007, he hit 32 home runs and had 27 stolen bases. He hit just 237, but then last year, 22 homers, 85 RBIs. But he strikes out a lot, 165 strikeouts last year, and he hit 248. And this year, he's not doing much of anything, and he swings and misses there. Second strikeout for Cahill.
Great changeup also from Cahill. Is Young probably thinking, well, get a two-seamer, get a sinking fastball, and instead 80-mile-an-hour changeup and an excellent pitch. Way out in front was Young. Tried to stay back, could not, so excellent pitch thrown by Trevor Cahill. And between Mark Reynolds and Chris Young, got some strikeouts.
Well, the Diamondbacks as a team have now struck out 331 times. That's third most, make that fourth most in the National League. But they really have a nice group of young, talented players. But the problem is that group is struggling. Justin Upton, really the only one that's having a good year. Even Connor Jackson, who we said was on the disabled list, has struggled this year. Stephen Drew. Ojeda takes off, and the ball goes back to the backstop.
Well, there's an email question. What happens if the runner is running and the ball gets past the catcher? It's not a wild pitch. It's a stolen base because he was running. I'm sure someone was just going to send that email to us and ask that question. So thinking that somebody was going to do that, I answered it ahead of time.
You're on top of it.
Couple of pitches in this inning, and the last one was one of those, and that would be Trevor Cahill overthrown a little bit. Probably as the season progresses and it gets tired, this sinker's probably going to be working unbelievably, because that's usually when a sinker ball pitcher's pitch sinks the most, when he is tired. It's too strong, he straightens out.
Nice block by Kurt Suzuki. Well, we got another email from Valerie Joe in Alamo, and she's got a simple question. Where is Eric Burns?
Right there.
Right there.
Oh, Burns, you check the hair. He's Eric is a proud father. Yeah.
He's now 33 years old, Eric Burns. Well, Eric Burns had a terrific season in 2007. He was all over the place. 286. He hit 21 home runs and had 50 stolen bases. And he was a free agent after that year. And the Diamondbacks signed him to a 3-year contract for quite a bit of money. I think it was $30 million.
3 years.
And then last year he was hurt, played in just 52 games. But he really had a terrific year in 2007. Outside to Felipe Lopez. So it's first and second with 2 outs.
Eric messed up both hamstrings last year, and when you're a runner, depending on your legs as much as Eric Burns does, he said he's just now getting to the point where he can run hard to first. And we will see him do that tomorrow night and Sunday.
Here's Gerardo Parra in the inside corner, 0-1. We're told our website is now back up, csncalifornia.com, so you can go there to email us your questions, csncalifornia.com, and then go to the A's page and email us your question. That's a base hit right center field, and this ball game's going to be tied. Ojeda scores, and going around to third is Lopez. So the 2-out walk to Lopez hurts Cahill, as the next hitter, Parra, has a base hit. 8th RBI of the year for Parra.
Number 10, Justin Upton.
They got the ground ball, but Parra hit it so hard it was past Adam Kennedy. So the young man just found the hole on the ground.
First pitch to Justin Upton is outside. Are they related at first?
Only if Nomar's first name is Garcia.
Or his middle name? Parra and Garcia Parra. Nomar's thrilled to be back in the lineup, I would imagine.
His name takes a lot more of the uniform than just Parra, though.
Chopper toward third. Hanahan across the diamond, just in time. Side retired. Gerardo Parra with an RBI single, and we're tied at 1 as we go to the bottom of the third.
Costic County Schools. Before today's game, Lori Olson, representing Maryland Avenue Elementary in Livermore, received a check for $800 from Wells Fargo. That's going, Wells Fargo. Congratulations to Lori Olson and the teachers and students of Maryland Avenue Elementary in Livermore.
Bottom of the third inning, Jack Hanahan will lead off against Billy Buckner. Hanahan, Cabrera, Suzuki. Matt Holliday, a home run in the second inning for the A's run. Gerardo Parra, a 2-out RBI single in the top of this inning for the Diamondbacks run. 1-1 game. Little dribbler down the third base line. Ojeda, a very nice play, and Augie Ojeda throws out Jack Hanahan. We've seen Jack make that play and take away hits from a lot of guys, and he had one taken away from him right there by Augie Ojeda.
Ojeda did not use his bare hand, took the time and kind of went around the baseball, set himself up to be able to transfer the ball from his glove to his hand. Jack Hanahan jumping the bag. Nice play by Ojeda, and that extra little leap in the air a long time.
Got another email, Ray. It's from Krishna. See, this is the way we like emails to start. You guys are awesome.
Is that the question?
It's a statement. Past a diving Mark Reynolds, and Cabrera has a 1-out single. So that's the third hit of the game for the Athletics. So Krishna says, who would you regard as the greatest DH of all time?
Edgar Martinez.
I think so.
Edgar Martinez, probably the best. He was excellent. Of course, played third base, but became a permanent designated hitter at Seattle Mariners, and I'd have to put him there.
What about, I'll give you another name.
You ask which is the best.
Well, I'm
Which
just
we thought, he may go in the Hall of Fame.
Paul
Molitor was good. But Paul played, I think, a lot more, or at least more, in the field than Edgar did. Paul more towards the end of his career. Harold Baines,
yeah,
as Jalera brings up, was an excellent DH.
But you're right, those last two guys, Molitor and Baines, they really became DHs after playing in the field for a long time. Edgar Martinez played third base for a while, but then the majority of his career was as a DH. Suzuki is retired for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, number 32, John.
Tell you, a great DH that the A's had in 1973 is Darren Johnson. Traded for DJ from the Philadelphia Phillies, and he was outstanding. He loved to hit, and got to do it every day, 4 to 5 times each day.
What a new experience that must have been, though, for players to be a DH. First year, the DH was 73.
It's extended a lot of careers for players. Some careers probably were born because of the DH. Guys were not that great defensively. Reggie Jackson did some, but he was primarily in right field.
Gus goes the other way, hits it pretty well, but Parra going back to his right. He's got it. Side retired. A's do not score. We're headed to the fourth, tied at 1. dugout right now. Daryl Dawkins, how about that? And Franklin Muley, former owner of the Golden State Warriors. So good lineup tonight at 11 o'clock with Greg Papa.
Greg could ask him, how many rims did you knock down and break the glass? Boy, he was huge.
Daryl?
He'd stuff going for the dunk and just bring the whole rim and basketball, everything down.
He was good. Diamondbacks come to bat here in the top of the 4th inning. Drew, Reynolds, Montero. Drew struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Cahill has a couple of strikeouts. He's walked 1. Got another email question. Prescott in Pinole has a question. How many players can be on the 15-day disabled list? As many as you have injured. There is not a limit to the amount you can have on the 15-day disabled list.
There is one. That's a 60 for Mark Ellis.
Garcia Parra to his right. He'll take it himself. Stephen Drew is retired. So you don't want to have to use it, but if you do, you can keep putting guys on there.
But the difference is you only can have a 40-man roster. 40-man
well, exactly.
roster.
You can't go past 40, obviously.
Right. But I mean, as we talked though, if you put a guy on 15, if you bring somebody from AAA, he has to already be on the roster. You have to find a roster spot for him. So that's why they might go on a 60-day deal, because that does not count towards the roster. So just stay healthy. That's all.
Number 26,
Tony Clark is on the DL.
Montero.
So Miguel Montero steps in. Mark Reynolds gets the Diamondbacks' 3rd hit.
See the players wearing the number 60 on the just above the bill of their cap. You see a 60 on Tony Clark, and of course got Sean Weiss.
Runner takes off, throw to second base in time. Reynolds is out, 2 outs.
That was as perfect a throw as you could ever see. Now Reynolds has been stealing bases pretty successfully recently in his trip to Florida. Very successful. Watch this ball. This is a perfect shot. Just throws to second base, and Orlando Cabrera
got him.
Got him at second, barely. Orlando taking the throw in front of the bag.
Montero drives one down the right field line, and that is just foul.
Good pitch for Kurt Suzuki to throw. Right on the money, and got him on the shin before the foot got to the back of the bag. I mean, the front of the bag. In other words, we probably thought he was safe, right?
Yeah, it was closer than it looked.
Yeah.
When we first saw it, the replay helps us out as always. 0-2 to Montero.
And there's no instant replay on anything except home runs. Well, what a perfect throw to pitch to throw, and Reynolds thought he was safe, and he probably was. Sometimes when the throw beats the runner, not that it always is the case, but runner might be able to slide around the tag even though the throw is there in enough time, depending how the second baseman or shortstop receives the ball.
Toward the left field line, Holiday is not going to get it. It drops fair. So Miguel Montero with a 2-out double. So it turns out the caught stealing Kurt Suzuki plays a big part here in the 4th inning. As the next hitter, Montero, doubles.
Chris Snyder.
Well, he tried to pull a ball for a double. Instead goes with a good sinker down and away. Gets under it. Got under one in the 2nd inning. Hit a fly ball to center field. This one, though, slicing past Matt Holliday. And it's a good idea. I mean, it's going to be a double anyway. But for Matt to try to dive for the ball, maybe Montero would have reached 3rd. well, slicing away too much for him to be able to get to it.
Here's Chris Snyder, big strong catcher. He singled in the 3rd inning. Snyder 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Big bouncer. Hanahan waits for a nice hop, and that'll do it. So a couple of hits for the Diamondbacks, but they do not score. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's a 1-1 game.
Might have had one close because he crushed it. First pitch hitting, leading off the 2nd inning, and that was the first hit of the game. First run, and Matt Holliday, his 6th home run. Every day's a holiday. That's pretty good. And those people who had that sign up are all over the stadium.
They are really good A's fans.
Yes.
The home run for Holliday in the 2nd inning was his 6th of the year. He's now got 6 homers and 27 RBIs. Got another email question from Stu Simmons, who's an A's fan living in Texas. Stu's email says, "Hi guys."
Oh, wait, he's got to say hi, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Last night's loss to Tampa Bay killed me. How are you guys handling it? Well, that's a fair question.
Well, Stu,
we do a lot of games, right, Ray?
Yeah, we do.
What's your reaction?
What's the mood?
What's the mood of the team?
No, Stu, it was not fun. Nobody enjoyed that one because they scored 2 runs and needing 3 outs. You get a victory, their 3rd win in a row. Very, very tough to take, and a very long 5-hour flight to come back to the Bay Area. Enjoyed getting back home, but it's a tough loss. And yet, as we talked on the telecast after the game, referencing the game in Seattle, the Sunday afternoon game, long game, 15 innings, the A's had the lead. Mariners tied at the 9th. The A's got a 3-run lead in the 13th, only to see the Mariners tied and win it eventually in the 15th. When you score 3 runs, whether it's the 9th inning or extra innings, unless you're the home team, you have to get 3 outs. You got to find a way to get the 3 outs, especially score as well as the A's did late in those 2 particular games. So very tough loss, but definitely have to turn the page and hopefully learn from that experience. Kurt Young, I mean, he said something after the game is very true. Closing a game, getting the final 3 outs, is not as easy as some people might think. That's why you have to appreciate those closers who have done it successfully. There is longtime pitching coach, great pitcher for the A's. And A.J. Hinch were sharing some thoughts prior to the game. Did you ever find the footage of A.J.'s Major League debut?
No, but we're going to find it, and we're going to show it tomorrow night. Tell you about A.J. Hinch's Major League debut, but we're going to do that tomorrow night. It's a 1-out walk to Giambi. But about a game like last night, too, I think what happens with us as announcers is when you lose a game like that, you start to look back at different things that happen in the game, and you get a little frustrated. You talk about things you hoped would have went different. Whereas I think when the team wins a game, you just go, that's a win, you're excited, and you enjoy the win. You don't necessarily rehash it quite as much. But when it's a loss, especially a tough loss, then you start looking at little things that happen that could have changed the game.
Or big things like leaving 13 runners on and the bases loaded 3 times since you brought it up.
Now that doesn't necessarily make you feel better, but I think you just feel like you gotta talk about it a little bit. But I think players move on past it. You know, they give their best effort. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
Harder on the manager and the staff, but it is good to be able to turn the page and come out 3,000 miles away, start another series, and try to win the series.
But I think if the emailer is asking, you know, what's it like when you walk into the clubhouse? Well, when a team loses a game, the clubhouse is quiet. Is it more quiet when you lose a difficult game? No, it's quiet, right? I mean, but is the plane quiet? No, I think guys start to look ahead by the time you get on the plane.
I think probably a catcher will think about the game a little bit more because he's calling every pitch, and of course he couldn't really do anything about Andrew Bailey to Zobrist because he had set up outside, which is a perfect location. Andrew just happened to overthrow a little bit, left it in the middle of the plate. Those are things you think about, and could have called a pitch differently that might have gotten better results.
Did you find yourself when you were catching grinding on games afterward? Did you do it less as you?
But only with the A's because that's the team we won.
Yeah,
the time we won. But yeah, I mean it's something that you constantly think about.
Toward third, Ojeda has it. And Nomar Garcia-Parra hits into the 5-4-3 double play. And we are headed to the 5th at the Coliseum. It's a 1-1 game, the A's and the D-backs. Cash Daily. Visit cashcreek.com for details. Top of the 5th inning. It's a 1-1 game. Well, that's got the look of the all-you-can-eat section.
I was just wondering if that was a section.
The way they're going at it. It's not open tonight. The all-you-can-eat.
Well, they have their own section.
You know what?
That's their own all-you-can-eat.
It's all-you-can-eat for those guys. Good for them.
And he can take the leftovers in his hat. Yeah, just turn it over and take it home.
Hit hard. Cabrera grabs it, and he caught it in the air. So Augie Ojeda is out. All right, let's check it out.
Number 24.
Cabrera wondering if the ball was going to stay in the air long enough. He was able to reach down, backhand the ball, and show third base umpire that the ball did not bounce, so no throw to first necessary.
One out for Chris Young. Young bunts and bunts it off himself.
Don't remember Chris Young batting 9th. And the A's saw him. A's were in Arizona last year.
One and one now to Young, who struck out in the 3rd. Well, that may tell you certainly what kind of year the young man's having. But a very, very talented youngster, and no question the Diamondbacks will stay with him. Plus, they signed him to a long-term contract.
Wow. Ugla, Brian Giles, that's
and Garrett Atkinson.
Yeah, surprising list.
Good pitch by Cahill, the changeup, and it just dropped out of the strike zone.
Amazing, tried to do the same thing he did in the last at bat, struck him out on a 2-2 changeup. This time it was a 1-2 count.
It's amazing he didn't swing at it. That one just a bit high. So it's a full count now, with the top of the order Felipe Lopez on deck. Drive to left. Holiday's going to watch this one. It is gone. Chris Young gets into one, and the Diamondbacks take a 2-1 lead. Third home run of the year for Chris Young.
Jack Howe, the new hitting coach for A.J. Hinch. 91-mile-an-hour fastball, no sinking action here. The ball tailed back right into his swing, and he crushes. Definitely showing the power that the D-backs have seen the last couple of years. Look back on the changeup he did not swing at. Ended up worked the count to get the 3-2 and crushed it.
D-backs 4th in the National League in home runs hit. That was their 48th of the year. Shallow pop. Holiday comes in, and that's the second out. Lopez is retired. And here's Gerardo Parra.
Number 9.
Very strong swing, but look at where the location. It's supposed to be outside. The ball just came back towards the inner part of the plate. And that was Chris Young just reacting. That's what good hitters do. Just react on a pitch and let their power and a swing do the rest of it.
Big bouncer, and Cabrera takes care of it. Side retired, but Chris Young, a solo home run. The Diamondbacks have taken a 2-1 lead here in the middle of the fifth.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Simple yes or no. Make sure you go to the website, csncalifornia.com.
I say yes.
I think so too. A's have the great interleague record. And this year playing the National League West, a division that outside of the Dodgers is really not very strong. Play the Giants 6 times in the last 2 or 3 years. The A's have had quite a bit of success against them. So we shall see. Road trip will be to Dodger Stadium and to San Diego, and of course across the bay.
Special night for the Mariners fans as they're hosting the Giants, and Randy Johnson, former member of the Seattle Mariners, a no-hitter. It is against the Tigers for the Mariners, so he is back pitching at Safeco Field.
I would imagine that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Looking for
Center fielder,
299 as far as career wins go. The big unit.
But the Giants are scoring a lot of runs. What, they scored 4 in San Diego?
Yeah.
Had a chance to win 2 and could not hang on. Barry Zito, complete game loss, 2-1.
Runs hard to come by. First pitch strike to Ryan Sweeney. So the A's will try to do something with the leadoff walk to Adam Kennedy. Sweeney hit a fly ball to left field to end the 2nd inning.
Well, the air is getting a little heavy. It did not affect Matt Holliday's or Chris Young's home runs, but the marine layer coming in, and it seems like might be a
little flare, Drew out, and Stephen Drew makes a very nice play.
Kennedy gambled, and,
and that's a double play.
Yep.
Adam Kennedy thought it was going to drop, and he was headed to third, so it's a double play. 6-4-3 double play is the way it comes out.
He's not aware of the marine layer.
Jack Hanahan.
So just like that, 2 outs.
Well, last night he went first to third on Ryan Sweeney's fly ball to right center. This one, though, did not quite make it to the outfield, so what looked like might be a first and third, nobody out. Now it's base is empty.
And Jack Hanahan takes a strike.
Kennedy had the ball in front of him, and once he got to that point, no reason to stop. He was going to be out anyway.
So you take a chance. I mean, Stephen Drew made a pretty nice play. Curve stays outside. Hanahan grounded out to third in the third. Toward the A's bullpen and foul. This is the start of a 6-game homestand for the Athletics. It's also the start of a stretch where the A's will play 13 of their next 20 here at home. Trying to get rolling here at home. Another little flare. Drew out this time, and he dives, and he cannot get this one.
That's not right. The A's could have had a run if he'd have missed the other one.
So Stephen Drew is 1 for 2.
Shortstop.
He got a glove on this one.
Yes, he did. I actually thought he was going to catch this one, too. He did get a good jump on the ball, left his feet.
Maybe not.
Knew Claywood's field was going to be nice and soft to land on. No problem there. And maybe just off the tip of his glove.
Top of the order, and Orlando Cabrera. Grounded towards second. Lopez bobbles it. Has plenty of time. Cabrera is out, and so are the A's. We're headed to the 6th inning. It's 2-1 Arizona. '89. That is the channel we are on. Channel 89. Of course, a good year for the A's. They won the World Series, sweeping the Giants. Top 5 grossing movies and the best picture in 1989. Batman, $250 million grossed at the box office, and the best picture was Driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah.
That is how we are helping you remember '89. The place to find us, Oakland A's baseball. That's the new home of A's baseball.
Just remember sweep.
That's right.
That's all. Just sweep a 4-game series, World Series, Bay Bridge Series, which was special in itself.
Sixth inning, 2-1. The Diamondbacks over the Athletics.
Got both pitchers right around 65 pitches. 65 for sure for Cahill through his 5 innings.
Upton is grounded to short, and he is grounded to third.
We saw Chris Young hit a home run. This young man can hit some long ones. He may get one 500 feet before he finishes his career.
Very close pitch. Well, he's just 21 years old, so he is the younger brother, B.J. Upton. And the media guide says 6'2", 205. I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
He looks like he's about 225 pounds. He is a very big young man. He waves at that one. He swings and misses. Suzuki scrambles after it, throws, and it's dug out by Garcia Parra.
Well, fortunately, Suzuki got a glove on the ball way outside with a pitch.
Number 6.
And he got a glove just off his glove and slowed it down just enough. Garcia Parra, a nice stretch, nice scoop, and just barely got Upton.
So 1 out here in the 6th. That is strikeout number 3 for Trevor Cahill. And here's Stephen Drew. And we got another email. Kevin Tam in Oakland. This question: I've noticed that Dick Callahan is doing the PA work at the Coliseum this year. How is the health of longtime Oakland A's PA announcer Roy Steele? Can we expect him to return this season? I'd love to see a Roy Steele bobblehead day. Kevin, thanks for your email. And how's Roy doing?
Well, we would all love to see Roy back here. We hope that is the case. We do not know for sure, but Dick Callahan is filling in, and we're hopeful that eventually Roy can come back. But if not, we definitely miss Roy and hope he is doing fine health-wise. That a bobblehead would be a great idea.
And if he's watching,
Absolutely.
Roy, we miss you.
Yeah.
And we hope you're doing well.
He's created a bobblehead with the late Bill King's calls that still is over in the radio booth. It is brought out and hear the calls, so I could just imagine Roy Steele, the voice of God, with a bobblehead announcing some of the greats who played for the A's. Now, Ben, he's
voice of God.
He's the best. He is the best, no doubt.
So was that guy.
Yes,
Bill
yes,
King.
yeah. I don't know, Bill. Well, Bill didn't like interleague play.
Would he be here tonight?
He might be here, but he would not be going to the National League parks. When he did not go to Wrigley Field, when the A's went back and played Chicago, and St. Louis first, and then went to Chicago, played the Cubs at Wrigley. When he didn't go to Wrigley Field, we knew he was never going to go to any National League park. He just did not like interleague play.
Now, did he do the games against the Giants at their ballpark? Yes. You go across the bay?
It's not to say you like it.
It was close, right? 1-2 the count to Mark Reynolds, who's 1 for 2. And he strikes out. So Trevor Cahill strikes out the side in the top of the 6th. A's trying to get their offense going in the bottom of the 6th. They trail 2-1. Well, Stomper just won the dance-off, and that's important. 2-1, the Diamondbacks over the A's, bottom of the 6th inning.
Sounded to me like the other person had a bigger applause. Is this an automatic that Stomper always wins?
She did. Jenna Zito, she works in the front office for the A's. She may have got the bigger applause. You're right. Kurt Suzuki is 0 for 2. Here's Jenna. No, Stomper's got his hands full there, I think. Kurt Suzuki, and the throw is low, and it's going to be an error on the third baseman, Augie Ojeda.
Well, you run hard, you never know. That was probably an easy ground ball that Ojeda would ever find, and most of the times an error is going to be on the throw. And we saw it there with a sinker to his first baseman. A little backhand, set himself up nicely, and Mark Reynolds actually wasn't necessarily a short hop. The hop was out a little ways from him, but not able to come up with it. So A's need it. Because I was just going to say the A's have their hands full. Billy Buckner is not giving them much of an opportunity, except for Matt Holliday's home run.
Well, maybe this is the shot. The leadoff air by Augie Ojeda. Cuss rolls it foul. We got an email from D. Marie. Very nice email. Says, just wanted to let you know that my husband and I really enjoy your show. No questions today. Oh, wait, just one. Have you had any dibs yet? And I don't think it's a dibs kind of night. Do you, Ray?
Of course it is.
Is it?
It's always a dibs night.
So there's no minimum temperature for dibs because it's chilly.
That's all right. Dibs are good regardless. Warm weather, cold weather.
Lopez goes to second. The throw is high, but Drew made a very nice play. He leaped up, caught it, and then was able to get his foot back down, and the Diamondbacks get the lead out. There's a lot going on that play. Mark Reynolds got a glove on it, the first baseman.
Left fielder, number 5.
Well, especially as deep as this ball was hit into the hole, and the second baseman, Lopez, decided to go to second base, and excellent play by Stephen Drew. Off balance throw by Lopez. High throw. And had Suzuki been a step closer, it would have been first and second, but Lopez able to get the lead runner.
So Cuss aboard with one out for Matt Holliday. Holliday, a home run and a ground out. He drives one to left. Parra racing over toward the line. He's going to get there, and he makes the catch. 2 outs here in the 6th.
Designated hitter, number 16, Jason Giambi.
71 pitches for Billy Buckner, and we're in the 6th inning. We said the last time he started a game was in the minor leagues, and it was Sunday. Giambi drives one to right. Upton circles around it near the warning track. He's got it side, retired. So the leadoff air, but the A's cannot take advantage. 7th inning coming up, 2-1 D-backs.
493 ball, or just come out of Port Purchase at the box office. Either way, come out and watch the great fireworks following. Hopefully the A's get some fireworks prior to the actual fireworks after the game. So the A's looking for some offense and have 3 shots remaining, and Trevor Cahill's job is to keep the Diamondbacks with just the 1-run lead until his offense can score some runs. And he's probably thinking back to last Sunday. His club gave him 6 in the first 2, and tonight just 1 so far.
You got to work tonight, huh? So 7th inning. Montero, Snyder, Ojeda. Trevor Cahill struck out the side in the 6th. Montero swings at the first pitch toward right center, and that's the first out.
And we are experiencing that heavy air.
Oh, big time. Wow.
And Jason Giambi hit his ball well to end the bottom of the 6th inning. Not a good idea unless you get one down the line that can really crush it to
Chris Snyder.
get it out of the park now.
Got another email question, Ray. It's from Jay London. How much influence does Kurt Suzuki have on the success of the A's young pitchers? Good question.
What if they
makes it sound like Kurt's a veteran, right? It's just his 2nd year.
If they follow him and he does his homework, he knows exactly how to handle this pitching staff. And he is good, and he's going to get better. But yeah, for a second full year player, he is very important to the staff.
So Chris Snyder flies out to right field. Cuss takes care of it, and that's the 2nd out.
Number 11, Augie Ojeda.
So Augie Ojeda will hit. 7 in a row retired by Trevor Cahill since the Chris Young home run, and that's the home run that gave the Diamondbacks the 2-1 lead. Ojeda reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd, then stole a base and ended up scoring a run on the Parra single. And then he lined out to short. So 0 for 2 with a run scored.
Yeah, something about interleague play, and we noticed it in this being the 13th season, that it brings out aggressiveness in hitters and maybe strikes by pitchers. They're around the plate, hitters swing the bat, and both pitchers pitching deep in the game with really not a lot of pitches thrown.
One-two to Ojeda. Jam shot. Boy, that's a good pitch. There's just not a lot a hitter can do with that. A lot of times they won't even swing at it. Ojeda did.
Well, with Cahill tonight, he's got to the left-hander. It's a ball that starts in and breaks back over the plate. And he also has one that goes into their swing, and that's what Ojeda just got in the 2-strike pitch. Try to get inside, jam them.
Again, the 1-2. That one leaked out over the plate a little bit, but Ojeda, not a big power hitter, to center field side retired. So 8 in a row retired by Trevor Cahill's 7th inning stretch. rapid rewind.
First baseman.
AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. 2-5-1 for Arizona, 1-4-0 for the Athletics. Bottom of the 7th, Nomar Garciaparra leading things off against Billy Buckner. 73 pitches in the ballgame so far for Buckner. Quickly 2-0.
A lot of fly ball outs tonight. 10 for Cahill through 7, 10 for Buckner through 6. Cahill normally a ground ball pitcher, but actually not a bad night, with the exception of the home run to Davis to have the ball hit in the air because it's not going far. And actually, it's raining in Arizona, so the Diamondbacks here thinking that, well, we're going back to hot weather. It's cooled off a little bit just because of the rain.
Just off the plate. 3-1 now to Garciaparra.
But you know it's going to be hot there pretty soon.
Yeah. Rolled foul. Garciaparra, Kennedy, and Sweeney. Another foul ball off Garciaparra.
Nomar going through his normal routine before steps in, but you know, we talk about speeding up the game. He doesn't take any time. He does leave the batter's box, and he's always ready to go.
Third strikeout for Billy Buckner.
Second baseman, number 29, Adam.
Nomar swung at possibly ball 4 as a home plate umpire. James Hall has not been calling the high strike tonight, or at least the pitch that is in the high zone. I guess if this is a high strike, it should be a strike.
So Adam Kennedy has been on base. He walked in the 5th. Big curve, just a bit hot. Big curve, and this time it's near the strike zone, and Kennedy swings and misses. Garcia out in the A's bullpen. Roll toward first. Mark Reynolds has it, steps on the bag, 2 outs.
Center fielder.
Yeah, the A's just can't get anything going against Billy Buckner.
Sweeney.
Making just his 6th career start at the big league level.
A's pitchers were hitting off the tee today, so they're starting to get some of their hitting work done. Tee, soft toss, and then in the cage. They've got a couple of weeks before they actually start the interleague play in National League Park.
Sweeney towards second. Lopez to Reynolds, side retired. 6 in a row retired by Billy Buckner. 8th inning coming up, still 2-1 Arizona. Diamondbacks. Dan Herron will face Edgar Gonzalez. Herron used to be an A. Gonzalez used to be a Diamondback. A's pregame live kicks off at 6:30, and then the ball game at 7. Right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. First pitch of the 8th inning. Chris Young lines one off Hanahan's glove for a base hit.
Well, they hit a home run last at bat and just crushed another ball, Jack. Respecting the possibility of a bunt, so up even with a bang. Ball got on him very quickly.
Lots of finals starting to come in. All interleague this weekend. Phillies beat the Yankees 7-3, so that stops the Yankees' 9-game winning streak. Guess how many home runs were hit at Yankee Stadium?
Oh, 30.
7 tonight. 7 home runs. ARI hit another one. He's now got 559 in his career. 7 more home runs at the new Yankee Stadium. Wow.
Well, the Phillies must have felt right at home because they've got a yard that gives up a few home runs.
Raul Ibanez has 16 home runs.
That's unbelievable.
He hit one tonight. He's got 6 home runs in his last 7 games.
Could not be happy for him. What a nice man, young man, and who 3-year contract, free agent contract with the Phillies, and what a great addition he's been.
The Mets beat the Red Sox at Fenway. Santana over Matsusaka. Gary Sheffield hit a home run. Number 502 in his career. Roy Halladay was trying to go 9-1 on the year. And he got a no decision against the Braves. Atlanta won 1-0 in extra innings over Toronto. Hanahan near the seats by the tarp. He's got it, one out. Young bluffs. He goes almost halfway to second, and now he returns to first.
And for the Diamondbacks who've never been to the Coliseum, welcome to the foul territory in Oakland.
Number 9.
A lot of it here, and all in most parks is in the seats.
Well, Bob Guerin's coming out. 91 pitches for Cahill. Checking on his young right-hander, and that's going to do it. So Trevor Cahill, 7 1/3 tonight, 91 pitches. And we're going to get our first look at Craig Breslow, the left-hander. He comes on to face Parra. Eighth inning, 1 out, a runner on first. Trevor Cahill is out. Cahill, a terrific outing. Unfortunately, he leaves trailing 2-1. So he cannot get the win tonight. Craig Breslow, the left-hander, just picked up by the Athletics. His first appearance with the A's as he faces Gerardo Parra. Twins this year, 6.28 ERA. But he had a very nice year last year. The A's are hoping that he could repeat the performance of 2008. Keep an eye on Chris Young. Parra had an RBI single in the third. He's 1 for 3. He's also flied out and grounded out. Got a question for you, Ray. Email question from Brittany and Patrick in Alameda. When did the A's start wearing white spikes and why?
They came to Oakland, 1968.
Did they wear them in Kansas City? You remember?
I don't think so, because I remember. Double check with Steve Vucinich, but I think it was whenever they came to Oakland when the A's came here. And of course, it was because Charlie Finley and Rick Mundy tells the story. Of course, with the A's, signed with them the first ever draft.
See if the A's can get to it, and they do. Ray will finish his story when we come back. Craig Breslow comes in, does a nice job, gets the double play ground ball to end the inning. Bottom of the 8th coming up, 2-1 Diamondbacks.
The turn and the feed by Adam Kennedy, long way, but a great underhand feed to Orlando Cabrera. Other guys could kind of stop and turn, but Kennedy just flips the ball, and that's a long way to flip it, but accurately to Cabrera. They worked on it for a couple of years in Anaheim, so not surprising to see the excellent flip and the turn for the 4-6-3 double play. Home Depot doing it.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter.
You know what? Trevor Cahill does not deserve to lose this game.
Nope.
Thought maybe you get a chance to finish the 8th and the A's can come back, score a couple of runs, get him a win. Breslow got the double play. But he definitely does not at this time. Of course, he is a pitcher of record for the A's, but he pitched too well. 7 1/3 innings to put an L next to his name.
So Buck will hit for Hanahan. Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. He'll be followed by Cabrera and then Suzuki. Swing and a miss on the big overhand curve. Got another question. John Cabat, and I hope I said your last name wrong, from Danville. You see the bullpen, Vasquez and Zavada. The question after this pitch. In what year did MLB institute the practice of discarding from play a pitched ball that touches the dirt? And approximately how many baseballs are used in an average game? Well, we talked about how many baseballs we think are used. But throwing out a ball that's been put in play, I mean, there's a very legitimate reason for that.
But only those who can take a scuff and make it work.
Exactly.
But that's the reason whenever ball hits the ground, baseball is very smooth. It hits you can hit the grass, but dirt, it can put a scuff on the ball. And excellent pitchers can use that scuff to make it. Baseball do a lot of great things. Yeah. Move all over the place. But they use, actually, we're talking to Detroit with Steve Lucinich, the equipment manager, about that. And the number of 6 dozen came up. They rub up 6 dozen. They, being everybody but the umpires, will rub up the baseballs. Mud's from New Jersey. Lou's had a can of it, brand new can in Detroit. Rub up the baseballs, take the sheen off. Travis Buck would like to put one in the seats.
Lines one left field, but it's right at Gerardo Parra. So a good at bat by Travis Buck. He lines one to left.
Shortstop, number 18, Orlando Cabrera.
Talking before the question about the white shoes, Rick Mundy, who was the #1 draft choice 1965 of then Kansas City Athletics, and when they moved, Rick tells the story that Charlie Finley sent him a pair of white spikes in the offseason. He said, I want you to try these out. This is what we're going to wear. And it's my understanding is when they came here, I was playing in Portland, I want to say 1968, and the minor league players, all the players came out wearing white shoes. They're street shoes. Well, we'll get the clarification, but I'm almost positive when the A's came to Oakland, they started the white shoes.
So Cabrera trying to get things going for the A's as he drops a single into left field.
The catcher, number 8.
That is Mel Stoudemire Jr., the pitching coach of the Diamondbacks. And he wears number 30 as the base hit from Cabrera, his second of the game. Mel Stoudemire Jr., his father wore number 30, longtime Yankee pitcher.
AJ's coming out. .94 pitches for Billy Buckner, with one out here in the 8th inning.
Consider what the Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen and their staff in general has gone through with the rain out and the doubleheader. It's said to be a big savior tonight for A.J. Hinch to get this outing out of his starter.
So Billy Buckner is out of the game. So the Diamondbacks heading to the bullpen, 2-1.
All-Stars will be honored at the 2009 All-Star Game in St. Louis, and one will be featured in People magazine. To nominate, go to peopleallstars.com.
Well, those youngsters have the rally hats on, so they have the right idea. Buckner, very, very nice performance. His first start at the big league level here in 2009. He leaves with Cabrera at first and 1 out. Kurt Suzuki grounds one to short. Drew to second, Lopez back to first, and the ball gets by Reynolds, and that's going to allow Suzuki to go to second. So it's an error. And the tying run now at second base with 2 outs.
Well, looking at that play, it looks so much like it's going to be a tailor-made double play, but for some reason, Lopez, I don't know if he's a little slow to the bag, but decided to throw off balance and kind of step towards shortstop instead of stopping there and throwing. And Cabrera wasn't even close to him to take him out. So the A's catch a break with the bad throw by Lopez. But even if he just stops on the bag and throws, but he decided to go through the bag, and that's what cost him. Have to throw off balance really for no reason. So how about a 2-out hit from Jack Cust?
We're going to have a pitching change. As Merling Vasquez, we hardly knew you. The young man came in through 1 pitch, and that's it. So it's going to be Clay Zavada, the lefty, coming in to face Cust. We'll be back. Try to tie this game up, maybe give the A's the lead. He'll face Clay Zavada. Those are the numbers from Double-A.
He's got the beginning of a Raleigh Fingers handlebar mustache. Matter of fact, he's got the handlebar going. It's called up last night. Of course, Diamondbacks had to bring up some pitchers because of the doubleheader, the rain out in Florida, but also the fact that Scott Schoenweiss had to head back to Arizona. So Jack Cust trying to get it off the left-hander and tie the game and take advantage of the mistake made by the D-backs.
Zavada made his major league debut Thursday, and he got the win. How about that? 1 inning, he's 1-0. 0-1 pitch. Way outside, 1-1. Cust is 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice in the 6th. stays up and in.
Oh, the right-hander, big crowd that Ross throwing, but probably would be coming in for Holiday if Jack Cuss can keep the inning alive.
That one goes off of Snyder, or was it a foul ball? Yes, it was a foul ball. So 2-2.
Well, running inside, Jack Cuss tried to hold up his swing just off the tip of his bat. The angle back towards Chris Snyder. There's John Ross.
Cuss, fly ball left field. Para, he's got it, side retired. Ninth inning coming up. Still Diamondbacks 2 and the A's 1.
American Idol winner Jordan Sparks. The concert is free with your game ticket, which you can purchase online now at oaklandathletics.com.
We've reached the ninth inning. Lots of pitching tonight. It's a 2-1 Diamondbacks lead over the Athletics. Santiago Casilla comes in. So he'll face Upton, Drew, and Reynolds. And the first pitch to Upton is a swing and a miss. Bobby Crosby comes in the game at third base after Jack Hanahan was pinch hit for. 2.70 ERA for Casilla in 13 games. Upton tonight, a couple of groundouts and a strikeout. Bounced in the hole, and that's going to get through into left field for a leadoff hit. So Justin Upton has his first hit. And that is the 7th hit now for the Diamondbacks. And they're going to try to get an insurance run. Stephen Drew is hitting in the cleanup spot tonight. He's not your classic cleanup hitter. Would not be surprised to see him bunt. get up and over. Shows what I know as Drew swings and fouls it straight back.
Well, I'm with you. I mean,
I would, but what do I know? The way this game is going.
He is 0 for 3. Came in hitting 189. He's hitting 176.
2 strikeouts.
Yeah. Email question from George. Glenn, have you ever thought about managing?
Ooh.
Why not? Jerry Coleman came out of the broadcast
Yes, he
booth
did.
and managed the Padres. Said it was the worst mistake he ever made.
Too many tough decisions as a manager. And everything all the statistics may tell you that you made the right decision, but if the player doesn't perform, doesn't do what you thought he was going to do, then it doesn't work. Drew hanging in there, fouls it back. Count stays 1-2. The Angels and the Dodgers are playing tonight at Dodger Stadium. That is a 1-1 game in the 6th inning.
And the Dodgers are very tough to beat at home.
Boy, aren't they ever? They're tough to beat anywhere.
Well, but home they are 17-3.
They are running away with the National League West. Dodgers have the best record in baseball, 29-13.
The 9-game lead.
Pitching matchup in that game is Kershaw, the young lefty for the Dodgers, and Jared Weaver for the Angels. 1-1 in the 6th.
I bet there's about 50,000 people at Dodger Stadium.
Pretty good atmosphere down there. We'll find out.
They had 50,000 on Wednesday night. Imagine Friday.
The Rangers won tonight 6-5 over their cross-state rival, the Houston Astros.
That was an extra innings.
That's the National League West. So Texas over Houston 6-5. The Giants and the Mariners up in Seattle are tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Randy Johnson is out of that game. He will not win $2.99 tonight. So that is what's going on in the teams in the AL West. Quick meeting between Casilla and Kurt Suzuki. And a good battle going here with Stephen Drew. Upton has a good lead. One around. So Casilla gets the strikeout on Drew. That's the 3rd time Drew has struck out tonight.
And that's why you have a discussion with your pitcher. Someone's saying catcher goes out, takes too much time, but you need to discuss, and that discussion turned out to be a very good one. As Drew tried to hold up his swing, went way too far. So far, the home plate umpire James Hoyle able to make the call.
So 1 out. Here's Mark Reynolds. Reynolds, a very interesting guy. He's got a lot of power and he strikes out a lot. He's got the major league record for strikeouts in a season last year, 204. But there's more to him than that.
He swings hard. He can
does.
He can make contact, and
So he's got the record, 204 strikeouts last year, but he had 28 home runs and 97 RBIs and a 239 average. So,
and each strikeout was just one out.
That's right. So
not a double play.
He is very dangerous. He's normally the third baseman for the Diamondbacks, but he's playing first base tonight. He's got a single tonight, bounced back to the pitcher, and he struck out in the 6th. That's 3-0 pitch is a strike. And there's the walk. So 2 on and 1 out. Suzuki tracks it down quickly as the ball rolled back to the screen. Upton stopped at second.
See, overthrown a little bit. Fell behind 3-0, but
Number
just
26, Miguel.
instead of a nice, easy
Montero.
delivery, trying to throw too hard. Now Kurt Young out to talk to him. He went on the disabled list when he was following through and landing on his right leg very hard and caused him to go on the disabled list. But as a result of that, just because he does deliver the way he does, sometimes it seems like he tries to overthrow too much.
And it's funny, we sit up here when we can see him doing it. I mean, it's very obvious when he tries to overthrow. So Upton and Reynolds are the runners with 1 out. Miguel Montero, the left-handed hitter, and the designated hitter. Chris Snyder is the on-deck hitter. The A's in the bottom of the 9th will have Holiday, Giambi, and Garcia-Parra, all guys that can tie up the game if the deficit is 1. So this is a big point in the ballgame. Montero drives one left field. Holiday toward the corner, and he caught it in foul territory. Upton tags up and goes to third. A terrific play by Matt Holiday. The corner gets small down there, and he hung with it.
Well, the ball carried very well. Fortunate enough slice on it, and Holiday bang it up against the wall. And the runner at second base, Upton tagging all the way, able to get to third, and surprising that Reynolds at first was not following him. Only one thing to do is to tag. So Montero hit him a long way. Fortunately, Holiday was able to get to it.
2 outs, and here's Chris Snyder. Just a bit inside with the breaking pitch. John Roush has been throwing for quite a while now, so it looks like the 9th inning will be his. Snyder with 4 home runs and 16 runs batted in on the year. Didn't miss by much. Manager thought it was a strike. Upton at third, Reynolds at first. Swing and a miss. Good. Sinking fastball at 97 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's a good place to throw it too. Get it down and in, good sinker. If it does make contact, it's a ground ball on the left side. Snyder single. The 3-1 fastball in his first at bat, and that was to right field.
Snyder, another guy who has good power. He's dangerous. Strikes out quite a bit. Two. Slowly hit on the ground. Cabrera has it. Straightens up. Side retired. Diamondbacks do not score. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Holiday, Giambi, Garcia Parra. The A's need one to tie and off, huh? They got work to do. Arizona 2, the Athletics 1. Another pitcher into the game for the Diamondbacks. It's John Roush. And he faces the big hitters for the Athletics. Holiday, Giambi, Garcia Parra. If anybody gets on, Adam Kennedy will hit. He scored their only run in the second inning, and it was a Matt Holliday home run. The numbers for John Roush, not good. 6.62 ERA. And this is a guy who's been a pretty good reliever over the years, but not the case this year. If nothing else, he's imposing, though. 6'11", 290 pounds. That's right, 6'11", 290.
So his fastball taps at about 92. Curveball, slider, cutter, and change. And Qualls the closer.
Roush does have one save this year.
The Diamondbacks not guarding lines. Guarding against an extra base hit. They're playing off at third as well as first, so playing their normal positions, which I think is a pretty good idea. You don't see many that go down the lines. You see a lot when the runner or the third or first baseman guard the line that go just in the holes where they normally would be playing.
Right field, going back is Upton, but he's got room, and that's the first out here in the ninth.
Designated hitter, number 16, Jason.
So that'll bring up Jason Giambi. Giambi has been on base twice in the ball game. Singled in the second, walked in the fourth, fly to right in the sixth. There's a strike right at the knees, 90 miles per hour. Join us tomorrow night. A's pregame live at 5:30, and then game 2 of this series at 6 o'clock. A's will be facing Dan Herron tomorrow night. Herron against Edgar Gonzalez, who will be making his Oakland A's debut. Pop up, shallow left. And it's going to be Augie Ojeda, who was playing shortstop on the shift, who goes back to make the catch. And A's are down to their final out. It's going to be Nomar.
First baseman, number 1, Nomar Garcia-Parra.
So Garcia-Parra, a good chance for his first hit here as he's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Fastball just a bit high. Garcia-Parra fly out to right, hit into a double play, and then struck out in the 7th. First game back off the disabled list for Garcia-Parra. Strike called on the inside corner. Line drive. A's are still alive. Garcia-Parra singles to center.
Well, Rajay Davis steal it, at least get in the scoring position. He's got a pitch run for Garcia-Parra, and this is a great idea. So Nomar gets his first hit, and Big John Roush.
Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, running for Garcia-Parra.
He uses a slide step as most tall pitchers will, but closers, although he has not got as many saves as Qualls, you figure that Rajay Davis should try to steal early in the at-bat by Kennedy. Give him a chance for Kennedy to take a pitch, let him steal. And normally 2 outs in the 9th inning. From a catcher standpoint, it's a great way to end the game. But the A's have to take a chance.
And they got a hot hitter up in Kennedy, and the first pitch drops low. Kennedy is 0 for 2 tonight. He has 11 hits in his last 24 at-bats. Walked in the 5th. Davis bluffs and pitches low, 2-0.
Bluff might have been just to try to see what kind of jump, and of course Roush is not throwing to first. He's not showing his move, which is a pretty good idea. They have the advanced scout report on Roush, but sometimes a runner wants to see the move, and of course he has yet to show it.
3-0.
Might not have to steal. Might get the walk to second.
Ryan Sweeney is the on-deck hitter.
And Roush might be pitching that way, just thinking that Davis is going to try to steal. Try a quick pitch.
We've said it before, Ray. The only guy that can tie the game is the hitter, right? Unless Davis steals second, third at home.
Or let's say throw it to center field, and it just keeps running.
That's why you should worry about the hitter.
That's right.
3-0 to Kennedy. And he walked him. A 2-out single, a 2-out walk. A's staying alive. So a meeting at the mound. Sweeney is the hitter.
Now batting, center fielder, number 15, Ryan Sweeney.
And we'll see if Sweeney could be a hero. Kennedy runs pretty well. He's at first. He's the winning run. Davis the tying run.
Well, do you see if you can throw a strike, or do you look for pitch down the middle and let it go?
Well, 5 straight balls by John Roush. Swing and a miss. Roush took a little off, got pretty good downward movement on that one.
It's almost like a batting practice fastball, just maybe thinking that Sweeney's going to be taking. But he did take enough off just in case it was swinging, and probably the best thing to happen for Ryan Sweeney is to not make contact, miss it completely, which he did.
Strike on the outside corner. Well, it was either a perfect pitch or it was outside. Let's see.
It was outside. See the angle for James Hoyle, that just enough angle that it was off the plate with our great high home camera. So take the same pitch to left field for a base hit.
Curve grounded towards second. Lopez has it, and that's the ball game. So the A's make a run at the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 9th, but come up short. And gentleman in the middle of the screen, Billy Buckner, the star tonight, his first start here in 2009, and he was terrific, and he gets the win. So the Diamondbacks